How you doing there, folks? This is Dublin City Today. I am Sean and you guys are very, very welcome. It's great to have you with us. Today is the 22nd, Sunday the 22nd of March. It's actually Mother's Day. So to all of you mothers out there, happy Mother's Day. And also it was Sive Skelly's 16th birthday yesterday, so happy birthday Sive. Also on the 16th of March, just gone, I forgot that it was Paddy Dillon's birthday, so happy birthday Paddy Dillon. I completely forgot about that, my bad. It was just, you know, with the world the way it is at the moment, it's kind of slipped my mind. So yeah, happy birthday. So this is the Q&A video that I promised you guys that I would do. You know, you might have to excuse the state of me a little bit here. I kind of got pushed over the edge a little bit last night with the whole coronavirus and a bit cabin feverish. I ended up having one or two glasses of rum, which I don't really drink much, very seldom actually. But I was just in the mood last night. I just kind of thought, you know what, I'm just going to have a couple of drinks, and yeah, I had a rare old time, but I'm looking at the worst for today. So I'm going to answer some of your questions, and some great questions that were left there, by the way. And also I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody who donated to the Busker Fund, which you'll be able to find in the description of this video, and it's also in the about section of the channel. It takes a couple of days for it to come from the PayPal account over into the DCT account, and then we're going to transfer those funds to the Buskers directly. So thanks a million. And we're also, because PayPal get a percentage, we're looking to change that around over the next few days into a bank account, so as that PayPal aren't getting a cut of it, basically, you know, so it'll all go to the Buskers. It was just that at the time we had that account there, the PayPal account there, and it was sort of an emergency situation, so it was just like, right, it's there, we'll do it now, and then we'll figure out the accounting a little later on. So we're going to do that. So thanks a million again for everybody that donated, and everybody that can't donate, thank you so much as well for viewing in and sticking with us and staying tuned into the channel. So I'm going to answer some of your questions now. It's unusual for me on a Sunday afternoon to get to sit down like this, because usually I'd be on Grafton Street on a Sunday afternoon, and you know, Sunday, you know, I always kind of enjoy just the whole chill out vibe about a Sunday, so I'm kind of enjoying this Sunday today. So okay, we have one here from Alan Sexton. Thanks for your question, Alan. I have a question, Sean. If the coronavirus keeps people off the streets of Dublin, then the Buskers will all, we've all come to like, admire and support, will not be able to earn a living. Many may not be able to afford a Buskers license, therefore it may be prudent to start thinking about fundraising. After all, you have thousands of subscribers worldwide who have never yet thrown a coin or two into the hat of any Busker. If we all want to see and hear Buskers in 6 months from now, then we need to support the performing arts. Just a thought, stay safe out there and look after your elderly neighbours. Absolutely, look after your elderly neighbours, folks. That's really important. And that's a brilliant suggestion, Alan, and I had been on that just before that came in, figuring out what I could do, and there will be loads more I can do. And I think, Alan, actually you might have said to me later on in a comment about changing it into the bank accounting away from PayPal. I can't remember if I commented on that, but I might have been like, I'm going to get back to that, and I didn't. So if I didn't, I apologise, but I did read your comment, and we are going to sort that out. So that's a brilliant suggestion, Alan, really appreciate it. And yeah, it's a great idea, and we're doing that. So Deirdre Weymouth, I hope I pronounced that correctly, I'm sorry if I didn't. Will you sing the will you sing the song Molly Malone, please? Thanks very much. In Dublin's fair city, where the girls are so pretty, I first set my eyes on sweet Molly Malone. When she wheels her wheelbarrow through the streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. There you go. Okay, I won't make a habit of that. Sorry for putting you through that, folks. That's it. Okay, from Nastya. Just as we asked buskers about their instruments, I want to ask about your camera and lens, sorry, if it's not a secret. Hello from Belarus, how you doing? And thanks for your question. It's definitely not a secret. I use the, what I'm recording on right now is the Canon EOS M50 with an external Boya mic. It comes with a standard lens. And I use a Manfrotto 290 Lite tripod, brilliant tripod actually, it's really, really good. Recently I purchased a gimbal. I'll just show you quickly actually. I got this gimbal there recently as well, the DJI Ronin SC, which is this piece of kit here. So I got a gimbal along with the wireless mic setup, so I'm just learning how to use this at the moment, so we'll be making improvements as we go along, you know. So excuse me, that's the camera equipment question asked, and thank you very much for that. We have one from right, that one there is asking a question I didn't really understand. Let's Hutterman, be careful and stay healthy. We'll all see each other again when this spook is over. Absolutely, and we all will come through this, and we'll come through it together, and we'll come out the other end of it having learned a lot about ourselves and learned a lot about each other. But absolutely we will come through this. This is not a permanent thing, it's only temporary. Alicia, questions. How does busking work with times and getting your spot on the street? There are so many buskers, so how's there enough space for all of them, and how do they get their spot? Will we ever see an impromptu jam at some point with all the buskers coming together? Are there any chances of seeing Ali or her performing with other buskers on this channel again? Great questions there. So how does, thanks for that Alicia, how does busking work with times and getting your spot on the street? Well, you have to queue. There are certain spots on Grafton Street, and on Grafton Street you can only play for 1 hour sets. It's from 11 AM until 11 PM. You can only play for 1 hour sets on Grafton Street. It's 2 hours everywhere else in Dublin and in the country. So Grafton Street is the only place where it's 1 hour. So you'll have to queue. There could be some buskers queuing for a spot, and you'll have to queue for that spot, and you can play there for an hour, and then you'll have to move on to another spot, and you can, if there's a queue, you'll have to queue. If there's not, you don't. But you'll have to move on after your hour to another spot, and you can't take the same spot twice in the same day. So that's that part of the. There are so many buskers. How's there space for all of them? I think I answered that. Will there ever be an impromptu jam session again? I absolutely hope so. I remember the first one was just amazing, the second one absolutely amazing, but the nature of an impromptu jam session, I suppose, is that because it's impromptu you never really know when it's going to happen, you know. But absolutely, the buskers can tell you I'm very partial to a duet or two, or a collaboration or an impromptu jam. Yeah, I'd be there very, very quickly if that happens. And the final part of your question, are there any chances of seeing Ali or her performing with other buskers on this channel again? You never know in the future. It's just Ali has to focus on her channel because her views were going down. She was on Dublin City Today so much, and Ali had done so much for this channel. It's unbelievable. Like, I mean, she put her heart and soul in, and like, we have some amazing performances of Ali on this channel, but she just had to focus on her own channel, which is fair, because like, she did so much for us to help to build the platform, and obviously all the other buskers did. Everybody did amazing. It was just at the very beginning. It was just like Ali was so well known, and she kind of gave us a hand out. But hopefully in the future, I mean, like, look, Ali's only going to be 15 on the 7th of April coming up, so she's still very young. There's the whole future ahead of us, you know, and I'm sure someday we'll do something again, you know. But we're great friends, and great friends with her dad Mark, and Ali's a huge part of the busking community in Dublin, you know. But you'll often see Ali in the background in the videos when I'm recording them and stuff like that, you know. And sometimes she does camera work for me too. Nice work on it. Okay, Ivy E, who's always leaves some lovely comments, and I appreciate it. How old are you, Sean? I'm 48. I'll be 49 on the 6th of June. The channel will be 2 years old on the 5th of June, and my birthday is the next day on the 6th of June. I was born in 1971 in Dublin, in what was Kevin's Hospital, St Kevin's Hospital at the time. It's now St James Hospital, right beside the Guinness's brewery even. So yeah, I mean, if you're born right next door to Guinness's brewery, you kind of you kind of know what you're in for. I've been partial to have one or two in my time. Okay, so thanks a million. Oh no, there's more to that question. Sorry. Stay safe, everybody. For the Q&A, I want to ask personal infos, since I want to know you guys more. How old are you, Sean? I'm 48. Married? No. I'm single, and I'm single. Man, I never got married. I haven't met the right woman yet. If so, how many kids? I don't have children. I didn't get around to it. Like, it's just meeting the right person, you know. And I'm a bit of a lone wolf. I really enjoy my own company too, and I never felt the need to be in a relationship, you know. But obviously, if it happens, I'm there. I'm open to it, obviously. Do you sing? Well, I'm after singing a bit of Molly Malone there, so you can. So no, I can't really sing very well. What made you create this channel? I wanted to promote my city and the people of my city, and I just went out with a camera. I went out with a tablet, a Galaxy tablet that was pretty much sellotaped together, and I was going around the city randomly just recording stuff, and I'd come up Grafton Street and I'd record a bit of busking. But after a while, and I spent time, and I really saw the busking community, the vibe that was going on with the busking community and everything. I decided that that was a hit YouTube channel. You know, I just believed straight away, and I was telling all the buskers and everything, it's going to be amazing, it's going to be fantastic, and it's really going to take off and everything, you know. So I really believed in it. So I made it a busking channel on the 1st of November 2018, and since then we just took off in a really big way. But it began with me wanting to promote my city and promote the people of my city. Because you see, I have a definition of the, sorry, that's my phone going off there. I have a definition of the word love, and it's a committal of the will to promote the well-being of another. And my purpose in life basically is just to exist in my true nature, which is a loving being. And if I do that, then no matter what I go to try and achieve, or what goals I have, they pretty much come to me, you know. So a long-winded way of answering that, to be fair. Okay, so thanks by the way for letting us meet the buskers even through these videos here. How old are Podrick and Jacob and KK and Scott? Oh man, like Podrick is I think 17, Paul is 21 I think, Jacob's 27, KK is 21 I think, and Scott, I'm not sure, I think about 22, 21. Does Keisha still help you in taking videos of the buskers? Yeah, Keisha's always a great help. She's a great sport, Keisha at McDonald, to all the buskers. And Keisha's a great help to me sometimes with the camera. Sometimes I could be caught, or somebody comes over to talk to me or whatever, and if Keisha's around, she can look after the camera. If I need to go off somewhere, go to the loo or to go grab a coffee or anything like that, Keisha looks after things for me. She's a great girl. It's a pleasure to have around. Will you upload soon a vlog with the buskers? Possibly, like a day in the life of a Dublin busker. Yeah, there'll be feature videos done on buskers once all this madness is over, probably before then even. And the camera equipment I use, I just answered that one. So Katrinka, how you doing, Katrinka from the Bay Area? Love Katrinka. It wouldn't matter if you are married. Bring your wife too when you come out to the San Francisco Bay Area. We got lots of room for you. I always love for DCT. Thanks a million, Katrinka. And I would love to get to the Bay Area, and I don't have a wife to bring with me, so it'll be just me on my lonesome when I get there. I'd love to go live from the Bay Area, actually in San Francisco. How cool would that be? So thanks for that, Katrinka. Someone has to be brave enough to give Sean a verse to sing. Yeah, somebody gave me a verse to sing, and you're probably not happy about that now after I just sang it. Okay. Anonymous, is there any possibility that Porter Cahill and Ali Sherlock sing together again? Anything's possible, man. Anything's possible. But the thing was, like, I mean, Ali and Porrick were good friends, and two people that were always get great crowds in Grafton Street and stuff like that, you know. And when they kind of duetted together and stuff, everybody in the world was trying to put them together. And like at the time, poor had a girlfriend, Ali was very young. They just like it just I don't know, it just so many people try and push them together that like when you're dealing with young people, that's going to have the opposite effect. I think a lot of the time, you know what I mean. It just can get a bit like stop already, you know. But I don't know. I'd love to. I mean, yeah, I'd say, look, if them two were to do a duet together again, I would love to be there to film that, because that will go viral, man. You know. Yeah, it's the two of them come together for a duet is pretty epic, I have to say. Sean, have you ever seen anything like this in your lifetime? How's your family? That's from Daniel Ublacker. I hope I pronounced that right, Daniel, because you've been with us a long time, and I'm sorry if I got it wrong. So, have I seen anything like this, as in the coronavirus? No, definitely not. I've never seen anything to bring the world to a halt in the way that it's been brought to a halt. It's crazy, you know. Our family are keeping well. Everybody's keeping safe and isolated, you know. Oops, sorry about that. Everybody's staying isolated and staying safe so far. Everything's good. But with the coronavirus, no, I've never seen anything like this. You know, it's carnage. People's lives are just destroyed. People's lives are ruined, and people are worried about catching the virus, and people are worried about their future. You know, but look, everything comes to pass. Things will get better. You know, we just, instead of focusing on the problems, focus on solutions. We'll move forward. Good thing is, people are human beings are forward-thinking creatures, so we'll look forward and see what we can learn from this. Katrinka again from the Bay Area. Are you single? Yes, I am single, and I'm a straight. I'm a heterosexual single male. What's your phone number? And what's your birthday? Birthday 6th of June. I'm a Gemini. My phone number is. I'll keep that to myself for now. Thanks a million for that, Katrinka. From Greg. Hey Sean, is this a full-time job or a hobby for you? Have you got other employment to keep you busy? If it's not too personal, can I also ask if the YouTube gig provides much funding for you? I'm glad you asked that question, actually, because I'm sure a lot of people are wondering about it. But you see, on the channel, when you see ads that are on the channel, the ads pay for the royalties to the copyright holders of the songs. So they put in a copyright claim on every. So we have over like 2,000 odd copyright claims against the channel at the moment, but that's not the same as a copyright strike. So through content ID and revenue sharing, the copyright holders get paid the royalties through the ads, and they take most, and then YouTube take their chunk, and you're kind of left with a little bit, because they're all cover songs that's really being done, you know. So if we get enough little bits together, and it is a full-time job. I mean, from when my eyes open until my eyes close, I'm on DCT. Whether it's answering the emails in the comment sections, dealing with buskers, organising things, just a million things you can't even begin to imagine. Then there's the cost of the camera, the new equipment. I also actually paid there for, I was doing a course with the hot press, and it was the mix course, and it's all about the music industry and stuff like that. And I was in the middle of doing that course actually when the coronavirus crisis struck. So I'm learning basically everything I can about the music industry and how best I can help into the future. I have big plans, but I don't want to say too much just yet, you know. I want to keep things pretty simple for now. So yeah, I'm full time on this. It's how I make a living. It's the only income like that there is. So if you scrape all the videos together, because like my rent here, I actually live in my office, and my rent here is $1,000 a month, you know, and so I can just about cover the cost of my rent and electricity and food and stuff like that. But like I wouldn't be able to go out and for meals, and like I don't I don't do anything flash, you know. I don't drink. I very, very seldom drink, you know what I mean. I know I did last night, but I don't party. I don't do anything, you know. I live a very, very simple life, and like I say, I live in my office in one room here I'm living in, you know, and because I'm stuck in the housing crisis like so many other people here in Ireland at the moment. We have a housing crisis going on, and I'm stuck in the middle of it. So yeah, so I'm staying in my office, but look, I don't mind that, you know. it's fine. I love what I do, and I never really got into it for the money anyway. So that's to answer your question. So the buskers and everybody are they're paying so much towards the music industry by doing all the covers, and all those right holders are getting paid good money from the ads and stuff, you know. So the buskers are supporting the music industry basically, you know, and the channel then gives the buskers a platform to perform on, so they're gonna so they can build a fan base for them, you know. And we're only a baby as a channel, really. Like, I mean, since the 1st of November 2018, we're a busking channel, so we're only a baby, and as things go, and I'll find other ways where I can support the buskers and stuff like that. Thanks a million for that, Greg. Eva Gianna, I hope I pronounced that right again. I'm sorry if I don't pronounce some of these correctly. Did any of the buskers play busk in other countries, like randomly when travelling maybe? And do they plan to? Just want to meet them and see them. Okay, thanks a million for that question. And yeah, some of them actually, there was Dylan and KK were just, and Buzz Apollo. They were over in Berlin. I think the last I heard of Buzz Apollo, he was in Amsterdam, I think, you know. So yeah, some of them have travelled. David Owens has travelled all over the world, busking and stuff. So a lot of them would have travelled quite a bit with their music and stuff as well, and I'm sure a lot of them will into the future, so many of them are so young. From Johanna Grono, I never know if I pronounced that right, but Johanna, it's great to hear from you, thanks a million for your question. Do you play an instrument, and what kind of music do you listen to? I play a bit of guitar badly, and I listen to a bit of everything. I love all sorts of music. I don't like anything too intense. Like, I don't like intense heavy metal, or I don't like intense dance, like so nothing intense, you know. I grew up listening to, I love Motown, you know, a big Motown fan, and I love a good folk as well. I was a Dylan fan, and you know, of course I love like the Van Morrison as well, Neil Young, and I have a huge taste of variety, taste of music. I love all types of music, really, you know. Yeah. Let's see, from, so thanks for that, Johanna. And by the way, Johanna, great to meet you on Gravel Street, and your mum and everything. It was brilliant. It was great to have you here in Dublin with us. I really appreciate you coming over. Raymond Stewart, hi Sean. I can't imagine you expected the channel to take off like it has. What were your expectations when you started? That's a good question, Raymond. It's a funny one actually, because when I began as a busking channel, I think I had like 62 subscribers or something, and I was going around and I was telling all the buskers that, like, this is going to be a massive channel, this is going to be a huge channel, like people are going to come over from all over the world just to see you guys busk, you know. We're going to have millions and millions of views, and it's going to be a huge channel, you know. And they were kind of like, all right, yeah, cheers, bud. Okay, because they'd hear that from lots of people who would come by and say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, it's going to be amazing, and do a video and say this is going to happen, you know. And so they'd be used to that, hearing that quite a bit, you know. So I had huge belief right from when I began, you know. I was like saying, I'm not taking a day off until we get to 1 million subscribers, and I can see within over the next few years that we'll get to 5 million, 10 million subs, you know. I mean, we're already coming up to 70 million views, so the 100 million views will be another landmark, you know. So I've always had huge belief in the channel right from the word go. So, and that's why I love you guys so much, because you prove me right, you know. I love the subscribers, like you guys are proving me right, that what I was saying, like that this was a YouTube channel, that these guys are amazing, that people will fall in love with them, that they're just such a cool community, like. So I could see it clearly, I had the vision of it. So when I have a vision of something, it's like I see the vision, and it's like a jigsaw puzzle. I just put all the pieces together, you know. I'm looking at it. It's like when you get the jigsaw and you can see the completed image, and then you have all the pieces in front of you. You just have to kind of put them together while keeping an eye on the image, you know, that you see. So the vision even that you see. So I had an amazing vision, and I have like still, and I'm still doing it today. Like I go around to the buskers and I'll tell them, look, this is going to have amazing things going to happen. And so that never changes. Like I have a huge belief in Dublin City Today and the Buskers of Dublin and what we're doing, you know. And a lot of people in the beginning thought I was an absolute fruitcake, and I don't mind them thinking that, because it would be understandable. Like everybody I knew, people like, I was the only one who believed in the beginning of this channel. Like people close to me were like, what are you doing, man? You know what I mean? So no, I'd always have Raymond. I've always had huge belief, and I was always 100% certain that this was going to take off as a channel, and that and everything that I said would happen has happened, and is happening, and will happen. You know, because when I started off in the beginning, I said to myself, I have to act as though I already have 1 million subscribers, and act as though I have a channel that already has 1 million subscribers. So I was thinking, what does a person do when they have a huge successful YouTube channel? Well, they're busy from when their eyes open until they close. They're on it all the time, and they're always engaged, and they're always doing something with it, you know. So it takes up all of their time, really. So that's what I did, and I put everything of myself into it, and acted as though it was already had 1 million subscribers, and we will get to the 1 million subscribers. I have no doubt about that. So thanks a million again, Raymond, for that question. From Michael Zhu, great to hear from you, Michael. That's our art and design team member from Hong Kong. What was the interaction of the Buskers when you told them you're going to film and sing and post on YouTube? Well, you can ask some of them. In the beginning, like there was Harry Fennell, Dylan Harcourt, there was Jason Flynn and all those guys, and then KK came along. There was Janko was there and stuff, and I was saying to all them, like, yeah, this is my grand ideas and everything, you know, and they were like, oh, okay, bud, yeah, nice, you know. So I think they were like, yeah, he's another one. He's just, you know, let him do his own thing, like, yeah, but they were brilliant. Like the busking community have always been really cool with me, like, and really open, and brought, like, invite me in and everything, you know. So like I've always had a really great bond with them from the word go, you know. But in the beginning, I think they thought I was a bit mad, to be honest with you, you know, and I can't blame them. Amy Shoemaker, thanks for your question, Amy. Did you spend time in the mountains? As you said, you might. If so, do you have pics, vids you can share? I haven't had the chance, Amy. I love the mountains. I'm like, it's my spiritual home is up in the mountains. You know, I just love it. But I haven't had a chance because I've been isolating and everything, and I kind of thought to myself that, like, I'll just stay where I am, isolate myself here for a week, and then I'm going to do social distancing after that, you know. So after today, I'll be just doing social distancing. And I do want to get up into the mountains. It's just my brother is going to come up with me, and he's going to doing a bit of isolating as well, social distancing. So we're going to head up for a little bit together. It's just that I was so busy over the last week with trying to keep everything together with DCT and everything, that I just kind of thought I needed to be here. And I've been in my own place here. I've been in the office here for the last week, and I've been out just on the bike for cycles, and once or twice to the shops. So Hannah Parker, how you doing, Hannah? Can you sing for us? Well, when you record the Buskers, is it hard to get in the crowd in... Sorry, I'll start that again. I'm sorry, I'll slow down. Can you sing for us? I did that already. And when you record the Buskers, is it hard getting the crowd when turning the camera and we can hear you sing along with the Buskers? I don't really understand the question, the crowding. Sorry, I don't really understand that, Hannah, really sorry. Is it hard getting the crowd in when turning the camera and we can hear you? I don't really understand, I'm sorry. Okay, so Diane Dyer, nice to see you're about. Did you get to the mountains? Are you in Dublin now? I would be coming this year. Yeah, you were saying you're going to be coming over, alright, Diane, that's a shame. Thank you, Diane, for that. Yeah, it's just unfortunate, but we hope to see you on Grafton Street when all this is finished. Okay, from O again. How does the whole backing vocal systems work? The button they push with their foot, and when they sing there are vocals and stuff. So you're asking about their equipment. Well, I'm always saying is that if you want to know anything about the equipment that the Buskers use, you can find the links in the description of the video and ask them directly, because if I'm trying to keep up with, there's so many Buskers and there's so much equipment, there's so much other thing, like I wouldn't be able to keep up with it all, especially if they're getting new stuff and everything. So you're always best just asking the Buskers themselves. Thanks for that. when does Elise come back to Dublin? I'm not sure. I have no idea. Did they still busk in this COVID-19 season? No busking during this current crisis. Okay, hey Sean, I'm currently addicted to Strawman as Jack does. Will you upload a video of them anytime soon? I just uploaded one of them a couple of days ago, and a great job from them actually. A big shout out to Strawman and Jack. Sorry folks, I just had a little bit of a issue there with the camera, but we're back on track. Okay, okay, so Phil Nelson, my eyes are got a little bit funny. I think it might have been from those glasses of rum last night. Greetings Sean from Phil Nelson. Greetings Sean, good to see you staying positive and strong in these challenging times. Keep it all going, my best to you and all the buskers. I'm a busker in London and I look forward to better days, perhaps to visit Grafton Street. Yeah, excellent man, good to hear another busker onto us there. Yeah, just keep practicing guys. If you're a busker or a musician, practice, or even if you're not a musician and you want to learn how to play some instruments, yeah, it'll be a good time to do it. You know, you'll have plenty of time. At least you'll have something to show when we come through all of this. Okay, Jason Wise, what made you get into what you do? That's a good question. Like I say, I just wanted to promote my city and my people, and I just, as I was doing that, came along the busking community, and became really fond of them all. And I just, the talent that was there, I just saw, I had the vision of the channel, a channel that was going to take off with all these guys on it and everything, and that's what happened, you know. So it was those guys that made it all happen, and they gave me another way of living, and a great opportunity to be able to have, to be able to run a channel like this. So it's all down to the buskers. Are any of the buskers self-taught from Spazboy? I'd say there is a good few of them that would be, yeah. There's Mita, thank you Mita, I appreciate that. Okay, can you give your phone number? No. Johanna, and do you meet often subscribers of your channel on Grafton Street? That's a great question, Johanna, because I met you on Grafton Street there not so long ago, only a couple of weeks ago with your mum, just before all this happened with the coronavirus, and it was brilliant to see you there. And yeah, so I'd actually, I there's people coming from all over the world that I'd meet on Grafton Street, you know, and it's amazing. Like, I love that so much. So if ever you do come to Grafton Street and you see me there, be sure to come up and say hello. It makes my day in a big way. I mean, even Michael Zhu, our art and design guy, he came over from Hong Kong to visit the buskers and to watch the buskers, and now he's a member of DCT, you know. So yeah. So you never know, if you come over here you might end up on the team of DCT. Chloe, how you doing Chloe, 239, if you aren't a busker in Dublin, can you still send a video to be put up on the channel? Great video, Chloe, appreciate that. Absolutely, yeah. We're accepting subscriber videos, so if you're a subscriber to the channel, you can send your video in by WeTransfer to Dublin City Today at gmail.com, and if it's good enough to be up on the channel, absolutely, we'll post it on the channel, and it can be done on your mobile phone. Like, I mean, like some people were saying, does it have to be done on a really good camera or anything? It could be fine on your phone once it's good quality sound, good quality visuals. I'm more concerned with the quality of the music being played and the musicians themselves. And so if we're going to post what you send us in, I'll get back to you with a scheduled time for it and everything, you know. So absolutely, yeah, if you're a subscriber, you can send a video into us, and yeah, I'd like to post it. I'd love to post it if it's up to the standard. Okay, from Hannah Parker, can you be my dad, Sean? I love you forever. Yeah, I love you too, Hannah, and yeah, I can adopt you for sure. You know, I'm all for, I'll adopt everybody. So yeah, how old is Dylan Harcourt? I think Dylan's 21, as far as I know. Gemma O'Halloran, what made you start a channel? Thank you for that, Gemma O'Halloran. Yeah, again, it was just when the channel started off, it started the day before my birthday. It was like I was given a present to the city of Dublin in that I wanted to promote the city, because I love Dublin. Like, it's just the best place ever. Like, great people, great vibe. It's real chilled. Yeah, so I love it, and I've lived in all over Dublin and everything. So yeah, I just wanted to promote it and the people. And the best part about Dublin is the people, and it's such a musical city as well, you know. So it all started off with me wanting, because like I say, I my purpose in life is just to love as much as I can, be a really loving person, and to love as much as I can, and to promote other people and to help other people. And I think that when you're coming from that place, you get amazing ideas, and your imagination really sparks, you know. And I'm always happy then as well, because my happiness doesn't depend on anything outside of myself. If once I'm fulfilling my purpose in life, I'm happy, and my purpose in life is just to love, you know. So and I think as well, like, love is something that we can practice, because we can get out of practice with loving, you know. And if we can just practice more, and the more you practice anything, the better you get at it, you know. And when you're in that loving zone, it's just, everything just comes to you. You have an idea, and all of a sudden you're meeting the right person at the right time, and you know, it's an amazing thing. It really is an amazing thing. It's the most powerful force in the universe. So if you're using it, you can accomplish anything. Okay, thank you for that, gentlemen, much appreciated. BWWKH, love you. You've been there right from the beginning. You've bailed me out on many occasions, many different situations. Why can't I think of any good questions? And I responded to that. It doesn't have to be a good question. So you came back to me again. Okay, what colour is the coronavirus? I saw him in the pictures on the news in red, blue, green, white, red, and other colour mixes. Which is the right colour? Okay, when I said it doesn't have to be a good question, I was wrong. Has to be a good question. No, that's definitely not a good question. Thanks for that. But if I was to put a colour on it, I would say it was colourblind. BWWKH. Thanks a million for that. Yeah, the coronavirus. It's just like, it's amazing how in such a short space of time, how much the world has changed. And I'm after pressing the wrong button there. I'm after kind of lose myself. So bear with me here for a second, folks. Okay, I'm back to where I was. Okay, so we have one more question. Where is Porrick, and is he related to the COVID-19? Jesus, man. Where is Porrick? Is it related to the COVID-19? Sorry, but sorry. Porrick, I would imagine, is at home, self-isolating with his family, I would imagine. And you know, he's down in Wicklow, so it's a bit of a travel anyway for Porrick to go to Dublin. And he's a busy kid, man. He keeps himself going. So I think that's all the questions answered there, folks. Thanks a million for all of them, and I just want to say again, thanks a million for all of you for supporting the channel. It really is much appreciated. Oh, I posted up a video of Tracy Gallagher earlier on, and I hope you guys go and watch that. We have some other very, very interesting videos coming in as well, and we're going to keep everything going here at DCT, you know. I have great ideas of moving forward. So whatever period of time this is all going on for, we'll just continue on and continue to grow. So thanks a million for tuning in. I'm going to start doing more sort of regular kind of vlogs and stuff like that. And if anybody has any other questions they want to ask me or anything, they can. And DCT is always here to help and support as well in any way I can. You guys too. You can always, if you want to, email me at dublincitytoday@gmail.com if you have any issues, or you know, there's a lot of people out there right now be feeling particularly lonely and isolated, you know, and if you do need anybody to talk to, you can drop us a line, and you don't need to feel alone. You know, I think it's an important time for people to learn that we can reach out to people, and it's a good thing to be reaching out to people. And don't, like, look after your mental health, guys. You know, really look after your mental health. And I think for me, the best strategy, and I've learned myself because I've been in situations where I've been much worse affected than I am at the moment. And the one thing that always got me through, and the one thing that I think one of the real key to being happy as a person, is to be truly, truly grateful, and not really to say that you're grateful, to really feel grateful in your heart for things like being able to see being able to walk, being able to talk, having electricity, having a roof over your head, a warm bed, you have food in the fridge, you know. I mean, like if you don't have any illnesses or anything, the focus on the blessings that we have, and to really truly appreciate it. You know, there are people in life that are, you know, in terrible situations, and so we have a lot to be grateful for, and but like I say, it's so important to feel that gratitude, because you can't be grateful and angry at the same time. You can't be grateful and sad at the same time, you know. So I think as a coping mechanism, to find things that we're truly grateful for, and just to be grateful for those, rather than focusing on things that aren't great or things that are bad or anything, you know. Just stay focused on the positives, and believe in yourself as well, that you can be anything you want to be, you can do anything you want to do, you can achieve anything you want to achieve. But it's a whole lot easier in life to be able to achieve things when you're keeping yourself happy, you know. And if your happiness is dependent on something outside of yourself, it's not true happiness, really, you know. Happiness begins inside, is a viewpoint and how you look at life. And so yeah, it's important to look after our minds right now, folks, and to reach out to others as well, who you suspect or you might think maybe has problems, or might be lonely or anything, or maybe they're not good at reaching out, you know. So sometimes we have to reach out for other people because they won't reach out themselves, you know. So anyway, that's the end of that. I'll leave it at that, folks. Thanks again for tuning in, and I will be doing more updates. And also, you know, if the coronavirus, I mean, if things get really bad here, obviously Dublin City Today is a media source, so I will be doing updates on that, and filming if there's any emergency happens or any situation develops here in Dublin. You can be sure you'll find it, what's going on here at DCT. So keep safe, folks, and do send in your subscriber videos. I love going through them, and we have some amazing stuff coming into us, and to the Buskers as well. If you guys could send in your videos, it's much appreciated. Okay, so I'll leave it at that for now, folks. Thanks a million for joining me. Enjoy the rest of your Mother's Day. To all the mothers again, happy Mother's Day to you guys. Much love to everybody out there. Stay safe, stay positive. Everything comes to pass. This will all come to pass, and things will get better, and there's going to be one hell of a party. Oh my God, when we get back to normal, think of the party we're going to have. Think of all the hugs you're going to want to give and receive, you know. So yeah, stay positive, folks. The summer's coming as well, you know, to brighten things up a little. So I'll talk to you all soon. Take care for now. Bye bye.